So today is January 6th, 2024, and I've been notching out for the deck beams. So I made up a jig for my little cordless router here to clamp on and notch these out, in a slightly longer jig for this area here that's got the that's 3 inches taller because this is where the battery is going to go. So the bulkhead for the battery compartment, for example, is right here on this line. And I realized that it was going to be very hard to notch this later, so I just figured I'd do it now. And because I put this wood strip on here, the hull shape is still nice and smooth. It has, if I'd cut this through without putting this on first, then this thing might be a little kinky. So what I did was I marked out every one of the bulkhead locations, and what's going to happen is I'm going to glue the bulkheads in on the back side of this line here like this, and once all of those are in all the way down both hulls, or both of the keel pieces, then I'm going to cut this out here and put in the cross piece into here. So the cross piece will essentially be a piece that's notched out like this that will go down through there, so that the wood will carry on down over the top of this and extend out sideways. So there'll be deck pieces, these support frames for both the bottom of the boat, and the deck piece will be coming out like this all the way down, and then the deck, for example, will just lay down on top of that. It'll be glued and attached, epoxy and attached to those pieces, and then flip this thing over and do the same thing. Put the bottom onto the bottom side of those all the way along, and that'll provide the strength for these pieces that are attached to the side of the keel, and that will also run through the strength of it will run through the bulkhead, and the bulkhead piece, or these pieces here, will actually be essentially glued right up against the bulkhead piece. And as I was saying, they'll be notched out like this, so the piece will travels down further down to where the bottom of the boat is here. And it just notches into that there, and I'll just be cutting these pieces out. I'll do them one or two at a time and work my way down. That way it'll maintain the hull shape. Plus all these bulkhead pieces will do that too. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to start getting the alignment of the keel pieces set up again, make sure everything's nice and fair, and then start measuring out and cutting out the bulkhead pieces, fiberglassing those up, and then those will get attached at each one of these stations. For example, one there and one here, and that sort of thing. Up forward, I've not notched this out because there's really nothing there. This is the deck here, and this is the bottom of the boat, so there's nothing there. And the same thing forward of this. The bottom will just be attached here, and there'll be some support coming out this way, but there's no need to notch anything there. So that's it for now. Hope that was helpful.